Alright, y'all, Clarksville diggers. Take 2. We're going to try this thing again. This time I came prepared. I sprayed my snake boots with that Primethrin. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's real good concentrate of tick spray. And I sprayed myself down with Cutter. Now if these dudes can get through that stuff, then I ain't got no business to be here. But I sprayed everything down. Fixing to even go and spray the knocks down a little bit, just so they don't crawl on it. Got my gloves, got everything. So we're gonna try to give this thing one more shot. Okay, like I said, I got myself sprayed down. We're gonna try it again. I'm gonna get back up here where I thought I was beginning to find some stuff. Man, I sure would like to take some of those. I think those are called poet daffodils. There's actually a family name of flower, technically speaking, but I don't know that right offhand. They're really cool. My wife says they have an absolute super fragrance to them. But I don't know where I would plant them at the house. I think things like that, I think it'd be kind of hard to mow around with the grass without hurting them. I don't know. We'll see how things go. If they can survive a trip home. It is really starting to grow. All those briars in there, I used to be able to see right through them. Can't now. No, gonna try this again today, because I tell you, with everything going, who knows how many more times we might have, you know, to get out and do stuff like this. It's a crazy world we're living in. I'm hearing all kinds of crazy stuff. And I just want to enjoy one more dig. Okay, we got like, it was running 12, 13, 14 on the nocks. And it said it wasn't very deep, and it was actually a surface fine. Look at the back spine on that. Can y'all see it without getting... Looks like it really decayed on that end. Look at the view from that. You see the thick bottom of the back spine, and then it kind of goes up towards an edge. This little piece here is pretty darn heavy. We have what could be part of a regular kitchen knife. Very possible. Could have been a big heavy knife. Then again, could have been part of a sword. Never know. Well, this is definitely a Civil War era. This is old. I can just tell by the metal. I just got that feeling. But I think we got us part of a heavy-duty knife blade. I'm getting a 17, 19 to a 20. Pretty shallow, right in here. I've never done this particular spot before. We're gonna try to do a live dig. Hopefully y'all don't jinx me. Might be part of that knife, who knows? There's something else that went along with it. I dug all over this area. This ground did seem awful loose. I don't think I dug this before. But whatever the target was, it said it wasn't deep. Might be big though. I like that white's pin pointer. It's pretty dedicated. Don't go all crazy and shit like the carrot. Okay, if there's anything in here, I'll come back to you. Okay, I love finding small things. I almost thought this was part of, you know, the old roof nails and stuff they used to have for the sheet metal. They had those little lead caps that would go on top of them, so that when you hammer the roof nail in, it sort of helps to seal it. That's what I almost thought, and I still think it could be. There is a hollow depression in the middle. The only thing that throws me off a little bit is look at the shape of it, and that's uniform all the way across, and it's lead. But see, the top of it is flat, and underneath it's kind of got that concave shape. I don't know. Won't keep it. I've learned my lesson about discarding stuff that I didn't know. Could be something else. I'll have to check into it. I've gotten away a little bit from the actual house site. I do believe it had one up there. Up there, kind of halfway up on that slope with the thin patch of briars right in front of the big dark foliage there. That's where a lot of the broken glass was. Over here, this is where, around the area where I found the cannonball frag. So I am thinking cavalry troops did come down this way. We're kind of going to be working this area a little bit. Going to go slow and see if I missed anything. Then I'll head back over there as much as I can. I guess a good thing with everything starting to grow up, it's limiting me to go on more dedicated paths instead of all over the place. But I'm still sticking it in the bushes there, and as far as I can. Won't be long. All this is going to be up and tall. So far those ticks ain't bothering me. I guess I sprayed myself really good. They'd leave me alone. Okay, this kind of threw me off a little bit. About 4 inches down. It was I was hitting low signals, 8, 9, and but it's got lead on it, and the shape of it, I almost thought it was something until I flipped it over. That's part of an 1800s button. Can't say that it was in the area where I'm at. Remember where I found some of the personal items? It was right over there. We're still in that area behind the homestead where I had found that cannonball frag, which wasn't too far from me. I found some horseshoes here, and I'm thinking a cavalry horse went down. Some personal items fell there, and actually right over there is where I found that breastplate. Okay. And over here I'll find a button. Still got the shank. Is that cool or what? It's lead. So it's an old lead button, but it's got some metal in it too. That's what was some iron. That's what was throwing my signal off. Ticks ain't getting on me today, but these little black bees are. But hey, that's okay. Got a button. I could think of a better button to get. It's crumbling. But that white stuff, that's lead. But it's lead with iron. So that was giving me my... I kept hearing, you know, hitting a lead signal, but then I was getting mostly iron. So I figure it was up, like so. It's pretty cool. It's 1800s. Yes, sir, Bob. All right, let's keep going. Okay. I love hitting my 9 and 10 signals. A lot of times that's where I can find my cannonball frag and some cool iron objects. And I dug a hole, and that thing went 12 inches deep, and it kind of really sort of gave in. So well, maybe that could be a snake den or something, I don't know. Anyway, I went across it and I didn't hit nothing. I put the dirt back over, and I went back over my coal, and I kept hitting at 9 and 10. So I got the pinpointer and started, and realized it was kind of close, so I dug about 3 inches down, and pinpointer kept hitting on a little thing that turned out to be like this. I think it's going to be blurry when I get it up close, but along the edges there's a little bit fancy. There's a little dimpling along the edge. This was some kind of a snap, some kind of a rivet, probably for a pouch. But there's a little ring on the inside, and just on the outside of that ring next to the edge there's a little dimpling, a little bit of fancy work on the edge. So apparently that was something that was visible, but it was something that had some importance. It was some kind of a snap, some kind of a rivet, probably for some kind of pouch or sack. I don't think they would have went to that much trouble to put those little designs on the edge, but that's pretty cool. Again, where we're at, it's the same area. Brass plate was found right over there. Right over here, I'm thinking they probably drug, because I had found some suspenders clips right over here. Probably an area where they could have pulled some soldiers back, some wounded. 1800s, baby. It's rock and roll.